All right, I'll go with the All Red Albinos with an update on them. These are, it's the one drop of fry I got from the last Indonesian female All Red Albino Guppy that I had. I do have, I think, 4 males and 10 or 11 females, so that's actually a great ratio for breeding anyway. It's not a great ratio for selling any, but I'll probably sell one trio pretty soon after Thanksgiving, because I don't want to ship during the Thanksgiving week or week after. It's not a good time to get fish or any packages in the mail. And these look great. They colored up nicely, and about a month or so ago I'd used them in a video how to sex guppies, which I called how to determine males from females, because I didn't want to get I don't know, like a problem with YouTube with actually using that word sex. Apparently it's word's not allowed. So these are looking excellent. Every single one was an albino, which is good. All the females are nice and squat and fat, which is good. They have a nice thick body for an albino, which is kind of unusual. It's just uncommon, I guess I would say, not really unusual. There's plenty of lines people have of albinos that have solid, very large females. And these get some color in the dorsal and color at the top edge of the body and the tail. And that's why it's a little harder to figure out males from females at first, because they all kind of look the same. And you can see every one of these females basically looks the same. So the males all are getting the full red coloration. And by full red, I mean it goes up the body to the eye, not quite the top of the head or the stomach area. Now that may fill in later, may change, because, you know, they're still growing. They're not old fish by any means. And I just fed them some adult frozen brine shrimp, which I usually make a mistake and say frozen baby brine shrimp. You can see she's chowing down on a frozen sea monkey. And one thing, if you do feed the your fish the frozen adult brine shrimp, or even live adult brine shrimp, it kind of does give them, I guess, diarrhea or, you know, bowel movements that make you think they're sick. Yeah, they're not sick. It's just that's what brine shrimp does to them. I guess they're like a laxative, which I think means you have to poop. But that was a big word for public school education. So there's a couple of them at the top. That's not a fish there. That's more adult frozen brine shrimp. I have to stick my hand in there and move it out of the plants. But these are doing very well, and I'll update them again soon. And a friend of mine, Tony Anderson, had also sent me some All Red Albinos, and they look very similar. I culled out a couple of the males because they got a black dot at the base of where the dorsal starts from the body. This one has like a red dot there. I'm not being nitpicky. I just would like to see if I can get this line going with without that dot. But a lot of them get that. And there are some babies in here that I let grow out, because I don't have too many males, unless I use the ones with the, it might be a black dot, it might be like a dark reddish dot. So these females don't have as much color on the tail, body, or dorsal. They are nice and chunky. This one has more color. And very happy with them. If you're ever looking to buy fish on aquabid, my friend Tony Anderson sells them on there as well. He sells them under doggydaddy out of Ohio. I don't think he has anything on there right now because, like I said, it's not the most optimum time to ship this week or next week. But I think there's a couple of more babies at the top that noticed when I fed them. See if I can do this without dropping the iPhone in there. There's one right there. Not the most exciting thing to see a pink baby fish, but there you go. The new guy. There might be a few more in there. So anyway, I'll wrap this up. And I know I had said in the axolotl video that I was going to do the black Moscows or the red Dellas next, but I ended up doing the All Red Albinos next because I wanted to get a guppy video up there. And once again, these are the others, and very happy with them. It was touch and go whether I was going to get any babies out of that last female. Finally did get these. Wish they'd come a little closer to the front. But there you can get an idea. It's a very nice shade of like a reddish orange. I know they're called All Red Albinos, and they're not always red. Sometimes they're orange. It just kind of depends on the line, I guess. So that'll kind of do it for this video. And like I said, I'll be selling a trio of these pretty soon. And you can see this male has a little bit of a reddish or a dot where the dorsal fin starts growing out of the body. I'm not too nuts about that, but it's pretty common on this strain. I would just like to breed it out if I can. But at this point, I'm just happy I have some, because I really didn't want to have to buy them again. And thankfully, my friend had sent me some, which really helped. And at some point, I'll be crossing the two lines together. Both ways, probably. Male from his, female to mine, from mine, etc. So, just trying to focus in on the male. And this male is another one who doesn't have all his color yet. So, there we go. Anyway, thanks for watching, and appreciate it.